Hey everybody, and welcome to DGS Productions. I'm your host, D.G.S. Last weekend we saw a captivating and riveting Pittsburgh Flying Disc Open, which was brought to us by the PDGA National Tour Series, which saw Paul Macbeth come out on top after playing a phenomenal 3 rounds in the Moraine State Park. Coming out on top, really proving that his putting is accelerating and having more confidence in that putt, as we saw throughout all 3 rounds. He was quickly followed by the return of Simon Lizotte, who tied for second with Michael Johansson. Both guys playing phenomenal throughout the entirety of the week. Simon Lizotte shooting this amazing shot on hole 15, a very picturesque, very well-known hole there at Moraine State Park. A hole that ranges over 800 feet, and Simon Lizotte here going about 700 and having a jump putt for his 2, just missing, but still having to take his drop in 3 birdie. Rounding out the top 4, we had James Conrad, who played also a very consistent and very phenomenal 3 rounds at this very challenging park. On the FBO side, we saw Katrina Allen come out on top 8 strokes over Paige Pierce and the entirety of the field. She really posted some amazing rounds, shooting 1,000 plus rated rounds, and really diving into that relaxed state of feel that she described in her Ulti-World Disc Golf interview. In second place then we had Paige Pierce shooting a -11, followed closely by Lisa Fakis taking 3rd, and then rounding out the top 4 is going to be the steady and consistent Sarah Holcomb. This upcoming weekend we have a very beloved and very well attended tournament, and that is the Disc Golf Pro Tour stop at the Vibram Open at Maple Hill Disc Golf Course in Leicester, Massachusetts. This course certainly does present its challenges, though in a different way than we have seen in the past 2 weeks. Over the past 2 weeks at Idlewild and at Moraine State Park, we have seen some tight lines and we have seen some very wooded holes. There are a good amount of wooded holes here, but there are also bomber and picturesque holes to take in account, including the signature hole 1, which we will see everybody tee off on. There are a lot of holes that range over the 400 or 500 foot mark, causing for a lot of par 4s, some par 5s, but a lot of placement shots that are needed in and throughout the entirety of this course, and especially over a 4-round tournament to maintain that pace and not get fatigued early. In 2016 we had a very exciting playoff between Michael Johansson and Bradley Williams that went down to the wire. Coming into the last 2 holes, on 17 we had Cale Laviska actually winning by a stroke. However, he finds himself into trouble, takes a bogey, allowing for a 2-stroke swing going into hole 18. Both Michael Johansson and Bradley Williams get their birdies and force a playoff. Interesting thing about this playoff is they are set to play holes 1 and holes 2 continuously until a winner is decided. The first rotation goes around and nobody scores better than the other, and they are just in line as they were throughout the entirety of this last round. And then we see a little bit of separation on the second rotation on hole 1. Michael Johansson throws a very nice, very safe drive and has a good look for his second shot in order to get his birdie 3. Bradley Williams, however, goes a little bit long and a little bit right, having a tough upshot. He throws his upshot and is ready to take his long 3 or maybe his 4. Michael Johansson, however, even with the safer shot, pulls his upshot to the right, and we stumble into what we call chipmunk gate. As we see in the video here, there was a chipmunk in the shot, and it is storied that the chipmunk the shot deflected off of the chipmunk carried the disc or batted the disc above into the OB. Either way, Michael Johansson ends up OB and has this long putt for his par save through some thickets, however does not make it and gets Bradley Williams his first National Tour event win. In 2017, it is shaping up that we are going to have some great weather. On Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, it looks like it's going to be sunny with a high of 75-ish, and not necessarily too much humidity to speak of. There is going to be a little bit more winds, maybe 10 to 15 miles per hour, depending on the time of day on Thursdays and Friday round. However, on Saturday, it is looking to be a very calm day. So I would expect a lot of aggressive play on Saturday, not only just because of the ideal conditions, but as well because of the conditions on Sunday. On Sunday, it's looking like there is going to be a very good chance of rain. As of right now, it looks like a maybe 60% of chance of rain, and that will kind of solidify as we move throughout the week. So be on the lookout for that. As of now, it's set to take place in the morning, so it might not affect the lead cards as much, but it will still affect the tee pads, the course. It may cause delays and different things like that. So be on the lookout for some aggressive play on Friday and Saturday for people to really jump up and solidify their spots just in case there is a cancellation or just in case there is rain on Sunday, and that way they don't have to feel they have to play super aggressive in the rain and in not ideal conditions on that Sunday round. Well, let's get to some picks. In fourth place, I'm going to go with Cale Leiviska. Cale Leiviska does very well at this event. Last year coming in at third, just missing the playoff and actually going into the lead, as I already said, into the 17th hole of the last round, and posting a lot of top 5 finishes within the past 5 years. And then in third place, I'm going to have to go with MJ. MJ has posted a second place tie in last weekend's event in the Pittsburgh Flying Disc Open. He came in then in 5th at the very treacherous Idlewild Open, and then came out on top in the Titan Open, all of those tournaments happening within the past month. So he is really on a tear and is really playing some great golf in the woods and on these longer courses. In second place, I'm going to go with somebody who has maybe a little bit better of a pedigree over this past month, and that's going to be James Conrad. The reason he might have a little bit better of a pedigree is he came in 4th place at the Pittsburgh Flying Disc Open. However, he won the Idlewild Open and came in 2nd at the Titan Open, just behind Michael Johansson. He has been playing phenomenally, and in 2016 he actually shot 2 1055 rated rounds, his first round and his last round. However, he was met with some trials in his 2nd and 3rd rounds, leaving him well short of placing in the top 10. And in first place, I'm going to have to go with Simon Lizotte. Simon has been putting very, very well. In last weekend's return to the States, he really showed his confidence that he has going into this. Both Jeremy Colling and Nate Sexton said he was very confident, almost felt that he could win last weekend's tournament, and was definitely very close. He came in 2nd, tied for 2nd with Michael Johansson, only coming up a couple strokes behind, posting some very impressive eagles and very impressive shots. This is, I believe, Simon's first time attending this event, and I think we are going to see him shoot the lights out. We're going to see some unconventional shots, we're going to see Simon do his thing, but the more important thing is that Simon's putting has seemed to click. Earlier in the year, his circle's edge and maybe circle's edge plus a couple meters, putting was a little bit faulty and he couldn't get it dialed in. As of last week, I saw that really dialed in, and he was beginning to make those putts and consistently make those putts. So look for him to really shoot out, and he is my pick to win the 2017 Vibram Open. My wild card pick for the week, however, is going to be Paul McBeth, if he can be a wild card at all. He did play very well at the Pittsburgh Flying Disc Open on a very tough Moraine State Park course. However, he has had his ups and downs at the Vibram Open and at Maple Hill, posting some finishes outside the top 10. On the FPO side, we have a huge field. We have Paige Pierce, who has won the title 3 times in a row. The last 3 titles, 2016, 2015, and 2014 Vibram Open championships, all belong to Paige Pierce. However, we have Sarah Holcomb, who has played very consistent at this tournament, having top 5 finishes in the past 6 years, including a 2011 win over Katrina Allen, Paige Pierce, and Valerie Jenkins. Katrina Allen, as we saw last year, was able to let go, able to get back to her older self and play exceptional golf, so she is something to so look to see if she can continue that play throughout this weekend. And then we see also Valerie Jenkins coming back and playing this tournament. Valerie Jenkins, Katrina Allen, Paige Pierce, Jessica Weiss, all with 1,000 plus rated rounds at this course and at this tournament. Sarah Holcomb coming up a couple degrees short, but let's get to some picks. On the FPO side, I'm going to have Valerie Jenkins coming in the 4th spot. She has played exceptionally well this year with her new sponsor Discraft, and I expect her to challenge this top 5. In 3rd place, however, I'm going to have Sarah Holcomb, the Queen of the Woods. She plays exceptionally well at this tournament, and I think that she has a spot at the top 2 spots, given that one of the top 2 players dips for 1 round. And those top 2 spots, in 2nd place, I'm going to have Paige Pierce. Paige Pierce has been playing very, very well as of late, getting the win at the Idlewild Open and coming in at 2nd at the Pittsburgh Flying Disc Open. However, she is going to be bested, I believe, by Katrina Allen this weekend. Katrina Allen, I'm really hoping, takes her experience and her confidence from last week at the Pittsburgh Flying Disc Open and brings that onto the rest of the season. She has been trying to find herself a lot for the entirety of this early season, and I think now things are starting to click. So look for her to really ride that train and come in atop. And that's our show. As always, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and check us out on Facebook for all your disc golf needs throughout the week. And until next round, I'm DGS.